What is up? What is up? Looks like I'm live now. Wanted to start a couple minutes early today so I can talk a little bit about what I'm doing here. So, new physics update on RGT. Looks like they've updated a few things. It's more tweaks, and honestly, it seems like it's less the physics and more the rider AI and how the rider avatars interact with each other that has changed. But they've been tweaking things, and this is part of what I really like about RGT. They've been tweaking things based on the feedback and what they're seeing from not just the Echelon series, but largely the Echelon series, because that's the first time they've had a large number of really high-level racers on the platform. I guess they really started looking at the physics stuff with like really big, really fast-moving, really competitive groups going back to the Skoda Women's Tour. It was like the first big one on the platform, but I think the week in, week out consistency of Echelon Racing League has allowed them to really have like a big case study for some stuff that might need tweaks. So they haven't been really explicit about like, here's every single thing we've changed. But the sense I get from what I've heard, that's probably true, Brian. Joke, but accurate. You should be in this race. Get off YouTube and come race me. The sense I get about what they've made, the changes they've made, is the outside line of a corner is now faster than the inside line, meaning that you exit with more speed. So hopefully the outside line is not just a death sentence. I feel you, Brian. I do a lot of these races on my lunch break, although today I did actually take a half day. So I'm not just shirking my responsibilities completely. Apparently, so a lot of my teammates raced over the weekend. Brian raced over the weekend, didn't you? From what I hear and from what my teammates have said, it seems like they may have changed the way the pack churns, especially on those super high speed downhills. So the like terminal velocity of a downhill group will be lower. So hopefully that makes it a little bit more possible for a breakaway to stick on a race that has a downhill, and also not as much of a death sentence to get a little bit tailed off. And my teammate Dave, in that race that Brian's talking about, my teammate Dave intentionally tailed himself off the back and then sprinted back up to the group to see if that was now possible, because in the past that's been like auto death. Sweet. They were saying that it also seems like, so the thing they've changed about the churn may be something about how when you're coming up to someone in front of you, it's not like it auto brakes you and then you're going backwards, but it's like it just kind of matches your speed to theirs unless you put out more power, and then it'll let you go through. So in that way, you're not locked in place, but the pack isn't just like churning like crazy the whole time. I think that's always going to be true. Like, corners being smoother. I don't know if there's a lot of corners on this course. I will say shout out Dave, who organizes this series, Westerly VR, every other Wednesday. One of the best series on RGT. One of the first guys to really like take advantage of all the race promotion features on here. This guy takes always like short, interesting courses from the British countryside. He'll do previews of what the course looks like in real life, which is really cool. Post those so you can like see what it's like in real life, see what the race is like. really good promotion. He always does write-ups after the race, which is why this series, so we got 56 online right now. That's why this series gets the numbers. It's quality stuff. So having said that, it is my fault that I don't know how many corners there are on this course. That is one thing RGT is lacking, is a real good mini map that shows the corners. I do like this thing for the like more granular profile. Brian, I need to make a video about this. You can get most of the magic roads for the race and pre-ride it or even preview it in GPX Magic. Yeah, mini map. I would say that's like next on my list of improvements I would make. Oh, they've also changed the starts recently so that there is no collision detection braking in the first, I believe it's 100 meters, something like that. Basically, everyone can get up to speed, get going. Speaking of which, let's go. See Francois in the red. Woo! I'm also trying out drone view, at least until the group gets really sorted. I think this gives me a little more context. I don't know. Little swarmed there. See Ned in the AMD kit right there. Ned Bowen on the front. I feel like I'm getting stuck out here. There's Melville in the GCN kit. How would a neutral start work though, Brian? Like, is it like a keep everyone together Zwift meetup for a certain amount of meters, or I think what you would get is the same thing in terms of it just goes ballistic when the flag drops. And this may be the cyclocross racer in me, but I don't super mind the fast starts. These are always fast and furious. So I do still feel like when you get the collision braking, it's a little overblown, like that. About to start a climb. Okay. See what we got here. Groups and ribbons. Keep pushing it. Hard to say, Alois. I think I may have to do one of the echelon races to really have a good comparison. Because those groups, especially in the pro, just going so fast the whole time. Ooh, my distance remaining is not working. That's going to make the sprint very spicy. I'm so bad at sprinting now. Let's get on Cadiz. He's a hitter. Of course, he chills when I say that. Yeah, the speed of the echelon groups really brings the physics into stark relief. Like when they get weird, they get really weird. All right, so let's see. What are we down to in this group? Oh, I never finished what I was saying about the braking. Little chicane here. I think that when it brakes you, what it needs to do is just match your speed exactly to the speed of the guy, like in that thing up there. Whoever it's showing you as drafting, if it's going to brake you and bring your speed down, it needs to just match it to that person's speed. Here we go. Felt like I kept getting stuck out on the wing of the echelon. I'm always searching for the middle of the road. The dead center is the place to be. Yo, thanks everybody for watching. I see we got like 20 people viewing live. Alois, CV Arcade actually did that, and people hated it. Actually, I say did that. Do that. I'm still in the beta for CVR. Maybe I'll stream that one of these days. It's Francois, still in here. He's a guy who's often in these live chats. Ooh, okay, gotta get on. That was a crucial moment. Downhill feels better. This is the downhill. We're not going completely apeshit churn as we used to, that looked much more reasonable. Nick Stevenson, also a guy I know from this channel. A lot of the deep RGT heads, Melville, Bowen, they know Westerly VR, always a good race. This is kind of my ideal group size. I think RGT really shines with a group of 20. That's where the pack dynamics really look and feel good. All right, back up a hill here. Just got to stick. Whoever wants to go. Cadiz is not playing. Ooh. Cadiz is going for it. All right, no idea where to sprint. I know we're getting close though. Okay, there's a start. All right, we're somewhere close to the sprint for sure. Kicker. Trying to maintain good position. And stay in the draft. Yeah, I love these short races, Brian. Telling you, man. Westerly VR every other Wednesday. It's a good one. Okay, I clearly have no idea how far this race is. Maybe we're not close to the sprint. Maybe I was thinking it was 10 miles, not 10K. We're going back up the climb though. So let's get stuck in for that. What's up, Francois? Yeah, I've truly got no idea how long this race is now. We're in uncharted waters, boys. 14 in the group. Let's see at this point. I think at this point I like this camera view. Once it thins out. That sounds right, Francois. I think I saw 10 miles, which would be about 18K. And that's why I was thinking we were closing in when we were not. Okay, it's weird going back to this view for sure. Makes it kind of hard to eyeball the gaps in front. Hard to tell exactly how much distance there is from me to the guy in front of me. Now that I'm used to the top-down drone. It is a little more immersive like this, though, I gotta say. So that just happened. Whoop. Oh, okay. I didn't even sprint. I said, damn it. Okay, I really need. So, new update. Downhills, much better. Corners, can't tell. I do need them to fix the distance remaining, because I was waiting visually until I could see the banner, and on this course, banner was around the corner, so I could not see it. Oh, you're all good, Francois. It wasn't you. It's the first of all, I could have known it going in, knowing that it has been a little sketchy recently, but I mean, up until this last update, the distance remaining has always worked. It's like and it hasn't even been consistently every time I've raced. Recently, it's been like half the time about since they fixed the starts. Gotta say though, seventh is not bad for having no idea where the sprint was. I did see good, Stefan. Thanks for stopping by. So let's see what I did here. Let's go to the end ride screen. Ooh, 1.02 IF. So I'm blown from ZRL last night. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll have a breakdown ASAP, but super hard race. I know Brian feels me on that one. So hard. Max power 905 for not having sprinted. That's pretty good. I clocked that Bowen was like really like committed to an effort. I didn't know if he was trying to get away or what. My plan there was just get on the wheel of that group that was forming behind him and then hope I would see the banner. Might do a race again tomorrow. We will see. Going out of town this weekend. I'm going to be snowboarding, so no streams. Can't really stream my snowboarding. Yeah, hard yesterday was an understatement. If anyone wants to see it, over on my Twitch, there's 2 or 3 minutes of me just dry heaving after the race. It was brutal, so hard. So yeah, RGT update. Still not perfect. Improvements have been made, but the fact that they're making improvements and using these big races and big events as test cases where they're getting feedback and trying things out it makes me very hopeful. Oh yeah, Cyclocross Worlds was great. I still need to go back and watch the full women's race. I slept through part of that. I need to watch the beginning and see. I know Alvarado had a problem in a corner really early on. I do miss cross this year. I've had fun doing all the e-racing, but cross is kind of my first love when it comes to bike racing. So I do miss it. All right, y'all. New RGT physics. Good stuff, good changes, recommended. Get on here and try it. It's free to race. I recommend it. I recommend getting on here and giving it a rip. Maybe another race early tomorrow. We will see. If not, I'll see you guys next week. Later.